Alrighty people, we made it to part 4 of this video series on how to take a drum kit and revamp it completely from start to finish. In this section, we're going to be talking about how to do the outer and inner finishes on the drum kit, different ways you can do it, and the best steps to get started on that. For this kit in particular, we are going to be doing a black finish. First thing we're going to do is we're going to tape up all the holes, and then we're going to hit the shells with 2 to 3 layers of black satin primer, and then another 2 to 3 layers of our high gloss paint, as well as finish it off with our high gloss outer layer. So let's go ahead and get started and tape up the inside of these shells. This is going to be our first layer that we do. This is universal paint. It is a satin layer because I want to really make sure that we have a nice dark base to start with, and then we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and put this first layer on. There you have it. Keep it super even, super simple. We've completed 3 coats of the satin black primer and paint combo, and here's what it's looking like. I think it looks great. Really nice base. As you can see, the texture of the grain is still a bit uneven, and that just comes with the territory of using a satin paint on the shells. So now what we're going to do to even that out and to get rid of all the fine particles and little bits of grit and build up with paint is we're going to do a wet sand on the shells. This consists of just a spray bottle and 400, 600, 800, whatever grit sandpaper you want to use, and I bought black sandpaper specifically because the kit is black. It will blend in if any of the sandpaper does rub off. So we're going to go ahead and wet sand it, and then we will do an additional 2 to 3 coats of our high gloss black paint, and then we'll do our top coat. Now we are going to use this universal high gloss paint and primer in one as well, and we're going to hit it with probably another 3 coats of this stuff. So let's do that. Alrighty, so we're all done with the gloss layer. We did 4 coats. I was going to do 3, but I think it's really sealed it with 4. And now, looking at it, I just kind of think that the gloss doesn't really fit. I think it's kind of cheap looking, and I think it could just be better. So went out and I bought a satin top coat that we're going to try, and we're going to see where we end up. But I think it'll just be a nice ending touch because it's so high gloss. It'll be a good contrast, and it'll bring it down just a little bit because this is not going to be very thick, and we can sand it down if we need to. So let's go ahead and do 2 more coats. As you can see, we have finally finished all the coats on these drums. To recap, we did 3 coats of the satin base and primer, 3 more coats, so 3 and then making it 6 total, 3 more coats of the high gloss black primer, and then finally 2 top coats of just satin top coat. All the same company, all the same stuff. I'll leave links down below on what I used. But I only did 2 coats of the last because I didn't want to gum up the top surface at all. It's still very smooth and it looks really good. It feels really good. It ended up looking a bit more like a finish on a kit that I saw Aaron Gillespie using when he rejoined Under Oath on one of their first tours back. This picture right here, I think it looks really similar to that, and I'm happy with that because I think it's a really simple, classy look. It doesn't have the transition of colors, it's just black, but really nice, really simple, really clean. So now, did the 2 top coats on that, and we're gonna let it sit for about 2 to 3 days because I wanna let it really soak in, settle, so that when I go to start using it, there's no, scuffs or marks or anything like that. I want everything to really dry and be put together so that when we start using it, it'll be good. But next step, we're going to strip off all the interior paper and tape. So now we can do a layer, nice good layer of oil inside the drum, and then we're just gonna put it together and we'll be done, and it's gonna be great. Here they are, all done, all dry. I'll give you a close-up on them, but you can see that they are still taped up. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it all, and then we'll take a look at the condition of the edges, see if we need to touch them up with sand, paper, or anything, and then oil the interior of the drums. Let's get started. Okay, that is it for oiling. Here's the interior of the drums. I think that they look great. Very happy with how the Danish oil worked. I think it sealed everything together. I think it's gonna last for a super long time. This is what we ended up with. This is the interior. And I think it looks awesome. So great. That's it. We're done. Outer finish is done. Oiling the inside of the shells is done. Edges look great. Everything's good to go. Final steps are to put everything together, and then we'll demo it out in the studio. If you like these videos of these projects and these drum covers, vlogs, all that stuff, hit the subscribe button. I have new videos that come out every Wednesday. They vary quite a bit from week to week, which makes it fun. Let me know if you have any questions about anything, and if you have any fun ideas, leave them in the comments section. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I will see you next week.